Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. ADA showed a good performance yesterday, broke out of the descending trend line and basically followed the suggested roadmap that we talked about in yesterday's video. So yesterday's parameters that we discussed in the video, they were valid and they hopefully helped you further because the price basically followed the structure and rallied further, broke out above the trend line after I uploaded the video. So what's the structure here? So the idea is still that on the ADA chart we're moving up in this C wave. So let me zoom out a little bit. By the way, we discussed the overall structure in yesterday's video, but here the idea is that we had a wave 4 swing low. This is an A wave to the upside. Yeah, this rally into the 5th or 4th of March highs. The top was around pretty much 80 cents. Then we had here the move to the downside, which I call a B wave. And the idea would be that we're now moving up in wave C. I have to say this is not a structure I'm very confident in at the moment. Therefore, we have two support areas and I still leave the lower one on the chart because I'm absolutely not confident about this microstructure. However, as long as the price is respecting it, it can be used and we can track it. I just want to highlight here my qualitative assessment, which is, let's say, not necessarily objective because support levels are holding and everything, but I'm not confident about this. Just looks a bit weak, okay? But we talk about that. I'm going to zoom in a minute. The idea is that a B wave bottomed on the 5th of March with this dip into the yellow support zone. The price reached 57 cents at the time. And the C wave to the upside could send us into this target region between 85 and 96 cents. That's still my target area, still the target range. We've been talking about this one, well, for months now. And I showed you that target area, I think it was even before the end of the year. Okay, so before 2024, we still discussed that, or we already discussed that in 2023. So what we now need to do, we need to focus on this upside, this move up, which started on the 5th of March. And what we ideally see is a 5-wave pattern to the upside now. So first of all, overall, if this is a C wave to the upside that started on the 5th of March, then yeah, it should be a 5-wave pattern. The problem is, similar to the Bitcoin chart, similar to the ETH chart, this move up doesn't really look very convincing, but it could be an ending diagonal. Yeah, so it just allows for different interpretations. There are different wave counts that could apply here. Tricky, yeah. I could show you 5 different ways of counting this diagonal pattern. So that means we have to be still very much aware that there could be changes in the wave structure, But overall, as long as we're holding the 50-cent level, I know it's far away, overall upside to get to that 85 to 96 cent range is expected. But there are several layers of support that we need to discuss. In the very short term, to keep it very simple, we can say that this white count is currently in control. And that's the one that I primarily follow. In the white scenario, we are now in a 3rd wave. We'd still get a 4th wave and a 5th wave. The 3rd wave ideally reaches 85 to 92 cents. And in the 3rd wave, we're dealing with an ABC structure, and we're likely now moving up in wave C, which would be a 5-wave move. And we possibly completed wave 1 yesterday. This is now wave 2. So this wave count can be followed as long as, and there's a very, very objective invalidation point. I don't like the look of it, not this move up, but it's possible. So this could be this swing low, as long as this one is holding at 68.7 cents. We can continue to focus on higher. A break below 68.7 is an invalidation point. So the white count as it is will be invalidated. That then makes me question, okay, what else could it be? Which is tricky. This structure isn't easy. So we could, for example, say that we finished a wave 1 here or here, okay, and then this was an A wave down, an overshooting B wave. We're coming down in wave C, and it could be a 1-2 setup. Now this is technically valid as long as the 5th of March low is holding at 57 cents. So 2 invalidation points there. We've got one invalidation point that would invalidate the white count at around 68.5 cents. And the next one would invalidate yellow, and that's down there at 57. Below 57, we still have 50 cents as support. So we have 3 relevant support levels that we can watch, and that should keep the overall bullish structure alive. Okay, so they are the 3 levels I'm watching. I would prefer if if yesterday's low is of course holding, that would be the most straightforward pathway, and we could follow the move to the upside here. We currently see that the price is testing the descending trend line. Obviously we had a breakout, now a retest. Ideally the price reacts to it and moves up from here in wave 3 of C. Then we get a 4 and a 5. Again, this is really nano structure, microstructure. It will change a lot, but so far it's being respected. But this looks very fragile. It looks very fragile, especially here the fairly sharp sell-off. I'm not going to add another support zone to it, but because not high confidence level, but I gave you the key invalidation points. So that gives you a very clear level for stops, depending on which scenario you want to trade, if you want to trade this. But I think there are better and clearer setups up there at the moment. I mean, we had 2 reactions to support areas, yes, but all I'm saying is the microstructure is a bit painful. Well, that's not a surprise, because we're dealing with an overall diagonal pattern, and in diagonals anyway, because we're dealing with corrective structures, interpretation is challenging. So that can tell you a lot about how much risk you should put on or something. Yeah, but that's my update. Overall, by the way, looking at the bigger picture here, you can see already 5 waves to the upside from the June lows. So it's absolutely possible that this overall diagonal is complete. But again, here as well, I would not confirm that until we break below 50 cents. And then we have to expect a much deeper pullback. But there are several layers of support before we have to activate that scenario. So for now, I prefer the price to get to 85 to 96 cents. There are just a couple of ways how to get there. That's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.